Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into a really powerful idea, the fact that you can literally talk yourself into a better life. We're going to build a divine blueprint for your day, using your own words to shape your reality based on some incredible spiritual principles. So let's get started. So I want to start with a question for you, a really honest one. Are your words, the ones you say out loud, and maybe more importantly, the ones you say to yourself in your head, are they working for you or are they working against you? It's a simple question, right? But the answer? Well, it holds the key to unlocking so much. Today, we're going to learn how to make every single word count. And here it is, the big idea, the absolute core of what we're talking about today. You are not just a passive victim of your circumstances. No way. You are an active creator, and guess what? Your most powerful tools are your thoughts and your words. You have the God-given power to talk yourself into a state of peace, to declare your own strength, and to literally pave the way for success. Okay, so let's get practical. Where do we even begin with all this? Well, it starts the second you wake up. This first section is all about crafting your divine day, turning that morning routine from just a series of habits into a powerful spiritual practice that sets the foundation for everything else that follows. It starts the moment you open your eyes. Seriously, before you even think about checking your phone or running through your to-do list, let this be the very first thing you say. When you declare, "This is the day the Lord hath made," you're immediately dedicating the next 24 hours to positivity, to purpose. It's like you're setting a guard at the gate of your mind, deciding right then and there to only speak words that are positive and full of life. And it doesn't stop there. This next principle turns something as mundane as getting dressed into a profound spiritual act. It's not just about putting on a shirt and pants anymore. As you get dressed, you're consciously, intentionally clothing yourself in divine wisdom and protection. I mean, just imagine facing a tough meeting at work, knowing that you are covered in a robe of right thinking. That is a total game changer. And then, right before you walk out that door, this is where you put on your spiritual armor. This isn't just a nice little saying. It's a powerful declaration that creates a very real shield of faith around you. You are affirming that God's love, light, and power are going with you, holding you up and supporting you no matter where you go or what you face. You are never, ever alone. Okay, so we've got our mornings covered, but what about the end of the day? So many of us struggle with sleep, our minds just racing with all the worries of the day. This section is all about giving you a spiritual toolkit to help you get that deep, restful sleep we were actually designed to have. Just think for a second about how a child sleeps. It's completely trusting, right? Without a single care in the world. Their sleep is so deep and refreshing. Now, compare that to adult insomnia, which is so often fitful and broken because our minds are just churning with anxiety. The difference really boils down to just one thing: trust. So, how do we get that childlike trust back? Well, here are some simple, totally actionable rules. You got to let go of the hurry and the strain. You have to release your fears about not being able to sleep. And here's the big one: let God run his universe. It's not your job. The key is to lock your cares away and just release that feeling that you have to be in control of everything. And to help put this into practice, try this incredibly simple breathing technique tonight. As you're lying there, all relaxed, just repeat a phrase in rhythm with your breath. On the first breath, inhale, going to, and exhale, sleep. On the second, inhale, then exhale, relax. And for the third, inhale the whole, and then exhale, night through. It's a really powerful way to gently command your body and your mind to enter a state of peace. All right, now we're going to shift gears a bit and talk about something a little tougher. What happens when our faith gets tested by sickness or maybe even a stay in the hospital? This section is about reframing that difficult experience, not as some kind of failure, but as a real opportunity to go deeper in your faith and see healing in a whole new light. When we're faced with a tough situation, our first instinct is usually to fight it, to resist. But the advice here is kind of counterintuitive. Agree with it. Now, this doesn't mean you approve of it or that you like it. It just means you stop fighting against the current of reality and you start cooperating with the process. Why? Because cooperation is always the quickest way through a difficult experience. So what does that cooperation actually look like? Well, it's all about your mindset. It means you actively bless your doctors and your nurses, seeing God working through them for your good. It means you bless every single person in that hospital, creating an entire atmosphere of healing. And most importantly, it means knowing deep down in your spirit that you are not alone in this. God is right there with you and within you. And wow, this right here, this is the ultimate declaration of trust.
Before a procedure, you consciously surrender your body back to its creator. You're not just crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. You are actively declaring that a higher power is guiding the surgeon's hands, and that a divine tide of healing is ready to rush in the moment it's over. This is what faith in action truly looks like.
All right, we've talked about how to craft our day, how to find peaceful sleep, and even how to navigate life's biggest challenges with faith. So now it's time to bring it all together. This final section is like your commissioning. It's about sending you out to take these principles and apply them with boldness and with an unwavering confidence.
Let this become your victorious declaration. Speak it over yourself. Speak it over your family, your work, your future. Remember that question we started with? Are your words working for you? When you start using them like this, the answer becomes a resounding, confident yes. You have the blueprint. Now, go and start talking yourself into the peace, the strength, and the success that is already waiting for you.